Hey guys, good morning. I don't even know it's August 14th, it's Monday. I've missed a lot of Vlogmas days. I don't know if you guys have noticed, you probably have since I have been posting every day. But I thought I would just start today's vlog off with a little bit of an honest talk. So recently, I think just in the last few on and off in the last few weeks and maybe like the last few months, I've just been feeling really 100% mentally. I often find myself in kind of like a depressed mood for long periods of time because I feel like I've just been so like sedentary this summer and just really busy for really short, like very busy for very short periods of times. Whether it was like ending my co-op and then getting ready like to go on my top deck trip. So with like just not feeling like 100%, you know, there and positive and happy, I have also found myself just like skipping out on things that I usually do, like health-wise. So like if I'm not in a good mood, like yesterday I literally sat in bed all day and like Jacob and his friends went to go shopping and like go to Rodeo Drive and they were like, oh, do you want to come? And I was like, I just really don't feel like coming. So I just like literally sat in bed and like watched TV and like napped. I've also been noticing just me like the more I just kind of like sit and sulk in my moods, the worse like I feel about myself, to the point where like I won't exercise very much even when I do have the time, or I've been like skipping things like taking care of myself, like from little things to like flossing my teeth or just like, you know, actually getting exercise. So I kind of am at that point where I'm like, in a way, like I do recognize that I kind of am just like fueling my like own self-pity by just kind of feeling sorry for myself. So this week I've made an actual effort to try to like focus on my mental health. So when we went to IKEA, we went to the Urban Outfitters that was right there in Glendale, I think. Where was that? Burbank. It was a really cute area. I liked it a lot. But again, I didn't really feel like shopping for like clothes and stuff just because I wasn't feeling like it. So something that I got was this 5-minute journal. So I feel like I've heard a little bit about this book. I listened to Tim Ferriss' podcast. I think he's talked about it once. And I also got the Headspace app because actually my sister texted me this because I was talking to her, I think, and Jacob about it, maybe when they were both here in LA, and I was like, have you guys tried this? Like I tried it for a day with the free trial, but I didn't end up following through with it because I think I was working then and I just like didn't make time for it in the middle of my morning. She actually sent me a link for a free like year trial or like subscription for Headspace if your family member has been in the military, like either you or your family. So like for me, my dad was in the military, he was in the army. And so yeah, I thought that was really awesome because that's something that I was gonna buy myself anyways. So I'll link that link below if you guys want to check it out. If anyone in your immediate family is in the military, then I'm pretty sure you're eligible for like the free year trial, which was really cool. So I did that this morning, and I honestly like feel like just, you know, taking those steps to focus on being kinder to yourself and just like focusing on your mental health is helpful, because like before I would just like kind of just be sitting and sulking. So today I'm going to be doing some, you know, just my normal routine of things, but I think I'm just gonna, you know, focus on trying to make myself feel better about myself and do things that will help that. So to start with that, I actually was on Twitter for like a really long time last night just because I couldn't fall asleep, and because I napped all day in bed, and I saw Tim Ferriss tweet out like how they make their office like more ergonomic or just like more movable, because a lot of people spend just like too much time sitting down. Apparently that's like a huge, like that's really bad for you to just be sitting down for more than like 4 hours a day. And so Tim Ferriss's office has standing desks, which I have a standing desk now, but he recommended some other things like a gel mat to stand on. These are kind of like maybe unnecessary things, but if I'm like doing my work for so many hours a day and it's only gonna get worse when like school comes, because I have a full schedule, like I might as well make my work environment like as comfortable and as ergonomic as possible. So I think I'm gonna buy some of the things that he recommended, like a monitor stand, and then I think I'm gonna buy like a mat for when I'm standing. And then I'm also gonna really try I'm going to exercise today because I know that that always helps me feel better when I'm like in a funk, but I haven't gotten myself to exercise because, you know, I just haven't felt like it because I've been in a funk. So I'm definitely gonna do that today, and then I think I just want to like get out of the house at one point. Even though I'm trying to still like do a lot of editing today, I want, you know, I think it's good for me to just get out and run some errands outside. And yeah, I just trying to focus on doing things that make me happier. So that is what's going on, and that's pretty much why like I just did not feel like vlogging because I was just not in a good mood. So that's why you may have noticed the lack of vlogs. But today I'm just gonna start, it's not the start of my day, I woke up at like 9 and it's 12, but I'm gonna start off with just some editing just to try to like feel a sense of accomplishment, because I was trying to post a video this weekend and I have a schedule, but obviously like I'm not sticking to it. So I'm gonna start off with that, and then I will kind of like update you guys as I go along. I don't know why I started whispering. Super weird. Okay. I'll see you guys. Hey guys, so it is a little bit later in the day, but I thought that I would kind of update you guys on my progress or just like how I'm feeling, because I mentioned earlier that I was just really not in a good space. Like I feel like this whole past week I was just feeling kind of in a depressed mood, but I kind of have thought about it and reflected on it because I really just wasn't in a good mood for like the last week. And I think it's because I have a lot of like random stuff to do before school starts that I want to get done, and just like with filming and editing, and oh my gosh, editing. I realized from living with Tasha that I take way too long on my videos. I think I knew that like with everything that I do, but that girl is so freaking impressive. Like you have no idea. I'll probably talk about this later, but I'm like talking about something serious right now. So I kind of have reflected. Upon reflecting, you know, just on my feelings and how I was doing, I think that I really kind of forced myself into kind of isolating myself into my room, and there was no one there last week. Like Tasha was in San Francisco for her internship, and Jacob's at work until like 5 or 6, but there's really like no reason why I need to be like keeping myself in my room and isolating myself from like any human interaction for that long. But in my head I was like, you know, I don't have time, or like it's just a waste of time to be going out to do this stuff when I could just do it here. But in the meantime, like I'm someone who gets really, I think, subconsciously stressed out from my environment, and my room is still in like the moving in process and moving stuff out process. So my room has been really messy. There was no one in my house, so I like literally didn't talk to anyone. And so I think that was a huge part of it, because today I honestly feel so much better. Like I have taken those steps, but even before like yesterday, I was kind of like just trying to like put myself in a better place in my head and just my mentality on how I'm approaching it. But even with Tasha being back, like I feel like that helped a ton, just because I was able to talk to her. Like we hung out a lot, and a lot of the time that I was like sitting or standing at my desk like editing, she was sitting outside in the living room, so I would just like peek my head out and talk to her. So that was very helpful. And also just leaving my room for a little while, I was able to go to the coffee shop and get a lot of work done, because I wasn't having to think about like all the things in my room that I had to clean up. So I think moving forward, I probably will just be in a better mood naturally, because with school starting just next week, my roommates are starting to move in, so like it's pretty unlikely that I'll just be like isolated in my room for the whole day for like 5 days in a row, like a whole week. And also just because like with school starting up, like I'll be forced to like, you know, do stuff. So I think that will really help a lot too. But yeah, I just like really have not been in the best mood. And then like also with not exercising at all, I think that's very, very detrimental to like my body and also my mindset. Like whenever I'm exercising consistently, I notice that I'm much happier. And luckily the gym is opening up this week, so I'm super excited to check that out. But yeah, just like doing those things really help me feel better. And I'm hoping that in the coming weeks, you know, it'll kind of just pass as I become like a lot busier and have less time to just be stuck with myself, you know. It's kind of sad. But yeah, I think that it's like super common for introverts to just, you know, like isolate. I do that a lot, but to a certain point, I think it's very, very unhealthy, especially when you're spending like very long times just by yourself. And it's not like I was even productive for those whole times because I was just in a bad mood, so I wasn't even that productive. Like I would just like do some work, get really bored and like anxious or whatever, and just like be like, okay, like maybe I'll clean, and then I'll like look around my room, and my room was like just so messy, and then I would get overwhelmed by that. So it was just like kind of a vicious cycle that I dealt with for the past week, but I'm feeling honestly much better just with having like people to talk to and hang out with. So yeah, I just wanted to update you guys, but I am still going to be doing the 5-minute journal as well as the Headspace app. I think every day I'm gonna try to at least for like the 5-day or 10-day trial, or the starting period. But yeah, I'm excited to see how those work. Let me know if you guys have done those, or if you guys use like Headspace, or if you have the 5-minute journal, and let me know how it works for you, because some people I know swear by the 5-minute journal, but just like doing it, I'm like, does this really like help a lot? So I think I'm going to end the vlog here just because I am editing, or I'm trying to finish editing my next video. It's actually a sponsored video with LinkedIn, which I'm honestly just so excited about because, I mean, I feel like this is a given, but like LinkedIn is actually like a resource that I really, really use. And if I'm able to actually like help people who don't know much about it, or like help people in their career search process, or just tell my experience, and at the same time working with a company like LinkedIn, like that is just so cool to me. But it has taken me like a really long time. This is also like something that like I was like, I'm like so behind on this. I was supposed to have this video done like last month sometime, and so I was like, they're not even gonna like want to work with me, but it's because my classes got in the way. So I like literally couldn't do anything. But yeah, I'm going to end this vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching and always supporting and leaving comments and just being there for me. You guys are the best community that I could literally ever imagine, and I will talk to you guys in tomorrow's vlog. Bye guys.